for Pavel Zacha's goal. What did you see on that play? And it seemed like he was pretty happy with what you're able to do there.
Yeah, Dave got it in the middle, and I wanted to shoot it, couldn't get a good handle on it, and realized he didn't have a stick, and just tried to give Pav enough time to get over to the other side, and pass it slow enough where he could get around it and get some wood on it.
Morgan, for you guys right now, where you've got some guys that are inexperienced behind you, do you guys is it starting to feel pressure on that first line to produce a lot of offense because of that? Those guys are still trying to find it behind you.
I wouldn't say it comes from that. I think as a line, we want to produce. I think we've played well, together for some of the year, and we're always trying to build our game, and we want to lead the way in that category. But I definitely wouldn't say it's pressure from underneath. We're trying to play well at both ends of the rink, and the last few games, you saw the other lines contribute and how well we've played, after the deadline. But yeah, it's not something that definitely comes from, outer. I think it's just kind of internally with our line. It's just something we take pride in.
As a team, what's led to maybe some of the low shot totals that we've seen these last two games?
I think we're just kind of getting away from our strengths. I think we need to have a shoot-first mentality, and sometimes we get away from that, especially we get a few chances that come off a few nice plays, and then we forget that, if we play off the shot, that's where lots of things happen. So just getting back to basics, I think a little more meat and potatoes mindset when it comes to the O-zone will definitely help in that category. And, you can't score if you don't shoot. So just try to, get those totals up. And it's not something we worry about, but it's something that you look back on after the game, especially where you don't create much, and think back on all the times you can shoot. So I think it's definitely putting an emphasis on that.
It needed to be improved upon in order to make sure that you keep on pressuring their goalie.
Yeah, I think we had the recipe the first period. I think we created a lot of chances. We just got away from it. I don't think we're as fast on the forecheck. I don't think we're always a little bit late, with the forecheck and neutral zone. And that, when you play a lot of D zone, you lose a lot of energy compared to playing in our zone. So that's something that even the last game, was similar. So we have to learn from that.
Pavel, can you talk about the play Morgan made to set up your score, the effort that he put forward to set you up on the slash?
Sorry, can you?
Can you talk about the play Morgan made to set you up on your goal?
Yeah, no, it was a great play. I thought he was going to shoot too. That's why I kind of jumped out of the way, and then he found me. So it was an unbelievable play from him, and it was an easy goal for me there.
Only 12 shots the other night, only 19 tonight. Is some of that just new parts have to get used to each other here, both forwards and defensemen?
Yeah, but I think the first two games when after our deadline we were playing better. We had a lot of more chances too. So I think that's something that we have to dig in more as a players and create more chances, being more desperate in these games that we really need to win. So that's something that I wouldn't blame on that we don't know each other. I would blame it more. We just have to be better in those games.
You mentioned that if you're spending your time in your own end, and there goes your energy, and you can't generate offense from there. Buffalo hasn't had a good season, but they've had some wins lately against good teams. So, with their talent, this isn't exactly as the easy out that their season might suggest to somebody like me that you guys should win this game. That's a tough opponent tonight.
Yeah, they have good players. The top line is a lot of talented players there, but I think when you beat teams like Tampa and Florida, you kind of have to go to these games and be like, we have to really take these wins away, and we didn't. So yeah.
No, it could have gone either way. Today it's a tight game. I feel like we made some mistakes. Especially they had a big chance in the third, so. We didn't get many power play opportunities. Like I said, I think it could have gone either way. Obviously, a good effort by our group, but very frustrating loss and tough one.
David, what for when you're trying to snap a little losing streak, to have that penalty go the way that it did there at the end, that frustrating?
Yeah, I felt like if anybody should get power play in the overtime, it should have been us. I think. They've been having power play this whole game around, so Yeah, that's just my opinion. That's why I was mad. I thought it was Corpi got slashed when he had covered puck twice on that power play, and they could have evened it up, and they decided to look away, and yeah, so frustrating that they got the power play opportunity in overtime, but at the same time, we made the mistakes to on the puck to make it happen. But so yeah, it's very frustrating. But just get ready for the big road trip.
Dennis Coruscant is also available.
It was the lowest shot attempt total these last couple of games. Is that guys being too hesitant, gripping the stick, or Lane's not opening up? What is
No, I don't think it was just defending too much. Unfortunately, I feel like obviously in the second period against Tampa, that was unacceptable. But not as bad, but similar happened. This second period we were defending a lot. Against very high, don't get me wrong, and high offensive skill team, but it's obviously tiring to defend. So and we have to play more on the offense, be stronger in the O zone to create more opportunity, and maybe play a little bit more of a shot.
Is it getting challenging, just keeping the energy up, the enthusiasm up when just late in the season, those losses come?
Yeah, I mean, but like we said, we have work to do. We're trying to build with every game, and obviously, like I said, if you look overall the effort and the effort was there today. Played overall much better game than last game. But so yes, we can build from that, and I said we just need to be better because we're going to the heavy West trip, and if we're not going to show up there with the effort and hard work ethic, it's not going to be pretty.
After the game, Coach Morgan Geekie said that they needed more of a meat and potatoes approach, and that's why the shots on goal kind of dried up on them through the middle of the game. That kind of got away from them. That the game that they wanted to play, that they started out with, was not sustained. Did you see it that way?
Well, I think there were moments during the course of the game where we could have played off the shot more, opportunities to play in behind them at times. But, I thought for the most part, our checking game was better tonight than it had been. And that's something that we talked about. We wanted to check better in all three zones. We didn't probably generate enough offense, and that comes back to not playing behind enough maybe, or, not playing off the shot like I said before. So. But I did think our commitment to the checking game was a step in the right direction tonight where it needed to be.
Joe, do you sense do you sense morale slipping at all, or how do you keep that up on a day-to-day basis?
No, I thought we had good energy tonight on the bench, in the room. Before the game, I thought that the guys were focused, and I don't think that's been an issue at all. I think if anything, sometimes we may be trying to do too much at times, but no, I think the biggest thing for us to focus on is just, there's a process that we try to follow each game, and there's a standard here that we're trying to uphold too, regardless of where we're at. There's a standard, and we're trying to uphold that standard and play to it every game.
Joe, back to the issue about the shots and the total. Early in the year, you were preaching, high volume, high volume, high volume. Is that something that still fits this roster as it's currently constructed? Is this team capable of playing that style, or do they have to go more to kind of seeking out the perfect play at this point?
No, I don't think we're the type of team that's going to seek out the perfect play. We have some players that are capable of making higher end plays, but as a group, we still have to start to play off the shot more. I think we'll generate more offense that way. I really do. I feel we'll create more 2-for-1s. We'll get better rebound opportunities. There's a line or two that can maybe make some more plays, but we have to be focused as a group, even on the back end, of playing off the shot more when it's available. It just breaks down coverage. What happens to us when teams are starting to shoot more, and I'm not saying just shoot from anywhere, but when there's an opportunity to shoot, when teams do it against us, you start looking for the puck, your coverage starts to break down, and that's where you can take advantage of opportunities. Teams start to crack a little bit more.
Joe, what was your view of the penalty call late in overtime?
I thought it was a penalty. But I did think before that, I think it was Mason who had a 2-on-1. I thought there was an opportunity for a call there. I thought that I thought he got slashed in his hands down there in the 2-on-1 before that.
So was it surprising that the penalty was called against your team and not?
No, I mean, I can't comment too much on that, but that's what I saw. From my vantage point, like, I thought that Mason, could have been a call on Mason, and then it looked like it was a penalty on our guy.
Joe, you had that elongated power play, 5-on-3. Yoki Haro got out there for the last minute or so of it. Something you're looking at there to get him in that mix?
I don't think he was out there in the 4-on-3 or 5-on-3. He got out there at the end of the 5-on-4, okay? Right? Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're looking to see what he can do in the second unit right now. He plays in the second unit with Mitchell up top, and we go with 2D and 3 forwards. And that, that 5-on-3, that's an opportunity where you have to capitalize. You just do. Their power play got 2 tonight, and we didn't get any. So that, you could say that was one of the differences in the game.